So on the About page, we really want to state our mission as clear as possible. We want to talk about what the website does, who it's for, what people will be able to gain from our website, why the website is unique amongst all the other websites that are out there online, and different ways that visitors and members can participate on our website.
Yeah, it's really your pitch to the website visitor about why they should care about your website and why your website appeals to them. So it's really your chance to, it's almost like a page that markets your website, and it's really going to help the visitor decide if they're going to ever come back to your website again or if they're going to forget about you for the rest of their lives.
It's kind of like making a good impression on a first date.
I guess you could say that. Yeah. It's your first impression, I'd say. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So also on this page, we want to have some really good call to actions to give visitors something to do right from that page. That way they're not wondering, okay, where do I go next? And we also want to have some supportive images and maybe a video on the page.
And the good news is David has an awesome example for us. We both follow this website, ProBlogger. And they have an amazing About page. And David will go over how Darren from ProBlogger has set up this About page, in our opinion, perfectly. Not only does he have good content, but he has a great About page. And how this About page, how it's formatted and how it's working for his blog, his website.
Right. So right from the start, we can see our attention immediately gets drawn to this really big, high quality photo of Darren. So we immediately get to put a face to the name. Also, he starts out the content with a really short, brief paragraph, just letting us know who he is, what he's about. Further on, he gives us the From Hobby to Profession section of the page. So from that, we can tell that this website started off as a hobby, something he truly enjoyed, and over time it grew into his job.
And I really like that. Most businesses start organically from a passion. It turns from a hobby to a profession, just like Darren is saying. And you can respect a story like that. And a lot of people can relate to a story like that. So he's doing a great job telling the story, and it's something that people can relate to.
Yeah, making your site, especially the About page, as relatable as possible is really good. So farther on down, we have a video. Now, this video isn't necessarily geared specifically for this About page. It's 50 minutes long. It's a speech he gave, but it gives us some more insight into who he is, what he's all about. Then he has a section titled Why ProBlogger. He puts it right out there. He's telling us exactly why ProBlogger is the place to be for learning how to essentially blog more efficiently. He gives us the subscribe to ProBlogger call to action, so we can follow him on all of his various social networks.
That's a call to action. It's telling you to do something. And if you do follow him on Twitter or Facebook or other ways you can subscribe to him, you are now hooked into his jet stream, essentially.
Exactly. So also we have a second call to action telling us to get his book. And then we have a third call to action, ProBlogger events, telling us and linking us where we can check out details for the next ProBlogger training events. Underneath that, we have some social share links. Now this is really good, this tiny detail where it shows how many shares are on each social network. That gives some social proof. It lets us know that other people have shared this page. And when we see that other people have shared it, we're more inclined ourselves to go ahead and share the page. So that's something really good on his part. And at the end, he has one final really big call to action saying join our community of 300,000 plus bloggers and telling us to subscribe to his newsletter.
That's right. And so this was a really complete page. It has all the essential elements that a good about or mission page should have for your website. And the good news is you can create a static page like this, a standalone page like this, using brilliant directories, and you can design it exactly how you want to do it. What I'll do is I just quickly want to show how to create a static web page. Right now we're in the Brilliant Directories admin panel, and let's go to content, and we're going to add a new web page. And you have your editor here. You can very easily just create a page / about us. You can put your title, and you can use the editor to write anything you want about you. And we'll go ahead and just save this. After it's saved, it's obviously going to be a very short page right now, but you can view the page. And you have this is about us, and this is about me. And you can make it as short or as long or elaborate as you want. But the point is you can, in just seconds, create a very nice About Me page using the Brilliant Directories platform or any other types of resource pages for your website.
Yeah, so really recommend checking out this ProBlogger About page. We'll have the link over on brilliantdirectories.com/webinar1, so you can just click on the link and be taken to this page. This is a great format to follow for your own About page.
And it's a great blog to follow. They have really, really, really good content. You're going to learn a lot, and it's really fun to read.
Yeah, it's geared mainly towards blogging content creation, so it really goes hand in hand with this webinar. It's a great site to check out, lots of good resources. So quickly going over the benefits of a strong About page again. It's often the first place visitors go on your website. So if you have that strong, really good, relatable About page, it'll help build a good relationship with those visitors. They'll also be able to learn exactly what it is you do. This will go ahead and establish trust. Visitors will learn what they can do. This will help to inspire participation, again, having those call to actions. The social proof, the share links, that helps show credibility, and all of this truly will help you get more recurring traffic.
That's right. And if you don't have a strong About page or a mission page, visitors are not going to be able to learn exactly what you do. So you're not going to be able to establish that relationship about who you are and why you exist. And visitors are not going to learn what they can do on your website. So, every website wants visitors to do something. It could be as simple as registering for a newsletter, but if you don't ask them or tell them what to do, then they're not going to be able to participate on your website.
And you also need to make it easy. So on that ProBlogger About page, again, right at the bottom, there's that really big, clear call to action form telling us to subscribe to the newsletter. Really easy. Put your name, your email, and you hit the big orange submit button.
That's right. And the less relationships that you build through your About page, you're going to get fewer members joining your site because less people are going to care or see that your website is for them or relates to them and their goals. So your brand's not going to also appear more credible because you're just a website with random pages of content, and you'll be less likely to get recurring visitors. It's all about building that relationship, and when you have relatable content, people want to come back and learn more.